special lecture series that I introduced last year, and I haven't put the notice because today I came back from Korea and still tired and so many things to do. And I'm still waiting for the funding. I haven't received, but like in principle, I hope so. So that's like then last year we have it was the first year. There were some shortcomings, like but there is always a room for improvement. This is a course designed for BA undergraduate students, especially BA first year, second year, and third year. But like it's also open for MA first year and MA second year if you are interested. It's like we cannot just close the knowledge for other people. So this is a special topics on Asian community. It will deal with like the ideas of the Asian community as a kind of like what are the problems and what are the issues in Asia and how to resolve this issue at the end of the day, how to become like a very peaceful community. Because you find that Asia is like the biggest continent. But we have, and also the birth of many religions, birth of many ideas also. But also at the moment, a place of most of the confrontation that you find it. I mean, like in Europe, it used to be like, but Europe is much more peaceful. If we ignore Ukraine and Russia case that we find, but Europe is much more peaceful. Or even if you include Brexit, but like that's the economic issues. But in compared to if you come to Asia, like the Arab is a problem, the Middle East is a problem, the South Asia is a problem, yeah. Southeast Asia has problem. Then even Northeast Asia, nowadays you find that China, Japan and Korea. And in fact, even Russia and China with Korea, because they often try to infringe the territorial waters of Korea. That you find it. Even China and Japan have a problem. So many issues are there like that you find it. So this lecture is designed. So this lecture is designed to have much more ideas about those countries. Where this course will also invite foreign lecturers that I will try to invite and listen from those people. And you may have that, you will have the opportunity to question, even trivial question, that how these are the issues, how you are going to resolve these issues that you will find. So anyway, a good introduction about the Asian community and good course to know about each other that you find. Okay. So next. Okay. Asian community is not unique, but also dynamic socio-economic, linguistic, cultural activities. You'll find that, okay, Europe, 28 countries, EU, that you'll find. In India, 28 states. So EU is just equivalent to India. Every 200 kilometers, India language is changed. Even in Korea, some people say after visiting 10 times, some Koreans say, I know India a lot. How? I visited a lot of time. And I said, even Gandhi couldn't understand India, and you understand India after 10 visits. That's very strange. Like, she is from Kerala, and I cannot understand her language. Okay, she understands my language, but like I cannot understand. You are from Bengal. Okay. After that I don't know, like or Halo or Halo. So you find a different languages. So and I'm saying only about India, so many languages. But just move out of India, different languages is there. For example, in East Asia, like the China, Japan, Korea, then you move to even China. The Hong Kong language, Mandarin and Cantonese, very difficult to understand. In fact, my roommate, Hong Kong guy, when we were visiting North Korea, I said, oh, and then before coming from North Korea, we were in China. I said, oh, you can talk, you are Chinese. But no, they cannot understand.
Cantonese is completely different from Mandarin.
I said, man, if you cannot understand, how I will understand except me how? That's an issue. So in Asia, it's full of languages. And then you go, okay, probably even in Middle East, Arab language. But then Iran is another language. Even in Afghanistan, several languages are there. Uzbek is there, Pashto is there. So, Pashto, that you find. So Asia is like, and then socio-economic. Poorest country, to very rich country, that you find it, and developing country to developed countries, underdeveloped countries, that also you will find cultural activities. Huge number of cultural activities happen in Korea, in Asia, that you find. India in itself is a land of cultural activities, that you find, like a culture encompasses many things. Like even if you food culture, you find it. The South Indians eat curry in coconut oil, and North Indian in mustard oil. And this food is very difficult. And the Chinese, Japanese, Korean. The Japanese, the Koreans, they love, what do you say? Sesame, and also salt and pepper that you find. Sometimes the Koreans, they say like we have like we have a lot of kimchi, different varieties of it. Yeah, I only find kimchi, gochugaru and so on, you know. So I'm not saying that, don't take me wrong, like I take it as a sense of humor, is easy way. So there you find, then you go to Philippines. Many people, Philippines food is too smelly, but there are many people who love it, that you find. Even Vietnam or Thailand, different Southeast Asia, very close country, but still different food that you find. Cultural activities, also festivals you find. We have a lot of religious festivals as well as some non-religious festivals. And some of the religious festivals have become more of transnational or trans-religion. Example, Holi, that so many people from different religions participate. And even in Korea, many Koreans participate in Holi. That you will find it. And not only Koreans, even foreigners. Nowadays, even Americans participate in Holi. So, it's good. It's a nice festival to play in that color festival. That even they don't know. And sometimes some people want to have this festival just to drink. Like you just need an excuse to drink. Then enrich understanding of multi-dimensional and multi-layered characters of Asian community. So when you understand these different cultures, different religions, regions, then you will have better understanding. And sometimes people will think that, okay, even if it is not a part of my culture where I was brought up, I can understand, I am not going to offend you. For example, many foreigners in Korea, they say, Koreans have a common tendency, like you find often from Achimpo to Chonyakaji, like morning to dinner, every time, morning, and many foreigners say that, why Koreans only think about food? But the reason behind food, that I explained in the class also, that because Korea very much struggled in the 50s, 60s, 70s. So one bowl of rice is just like a gold. Like today you don't have food, okay, come together. That's it. So that part has been transferred from generation to generation. So young generation has changed. Young generation, so older generation they like let's have food together. Young generation they are not asking you to come together. But anyway, Western countries, the same part. How is the weather? I mentioned in the class also, if you remember, that you will find. Why they ask about the weather? Because always cold Europe. So sunlight is just like gold. In land, if there is sunlight, they love it. Because in land you cannot predict the rain. And Russia, when I was in St. Petersburg, everyone was loving the sun. Oh, sunlight, so beautiful. Sunlight. Come to India. That's the point, like out of 12 months, 10 months is sunlight. And even the winter, I don't know how many days there is no sunlight. But there you find the sunlight, like it's very difficult. 10 meters is always cold. Like 2 months of sunlight and it's like Olympic gold medal. Then the understanding would bring people in the continent together and enable them to become global citizens through diversities that are unique to the nations. Isn't it? Many people you find that even when we got independence, India got independence, people were predicting that India will break up in several countries. Still we are together, isn't it? So it's a country in diversity, full of diversities. You will find it, and even we don't understand or we don't like but still we accept it different. But that is also part of when you become a global citizen. You have to find. When I say like some of you are not Christian, some of you are not Muslim, some of you are not Hindu, some of you are atheist, whichever religion. But when people invite you, oh, let's have tonight Christmas party. Even if you don't going to church, but you are becoming like a part of like global festival. You are appreciating it. You are not Buddhist, but you are still like a lantern festival that you find. As I mentioned about this Holi, that you find that then the global during the Cold War period. If I am speaking fast, please let me know. Like if I am speaking slow, that's fine. So actually, just like last week, yesterday, I had to present only 15 minutes time. So fast. Otherwise, I cannot finish it. That's the problem. Now, yes, during the Cold War period, till 1990s, the world was divided into two parts: communist and non-communist. The communist side, they cannot move from one side of their area to other side. For example, one of my Russian professors in Korea, she said, "Rahul, you live in a very wonderful time. You can travel any part of the world. But in our time, we cannot travel in any part of the world. Because these are the countries where we can travel, which are socialist or which are friendly. That's all. So they cannot go even to Mexico. It's not America, even though if or forget Mexico is a bit far, even Norway. That's very fine. Communist and not communist. And you are in a different time. So now, and then you understand. So they had they lack the opportunities, or they were forced to miss these opportunities to understand each other. When another example of how to become a global citizen, like many of you, some of you, or I think you are good, you use chopsticks. Koreans are expert in chopsticks. How about eating by hand? Have you ever tried?
Yes.
And many times people say it's dirty. Many times they are like in Korea. Dirty. And I always explain that no, we wash our hand before food and after food. But it's still different. No, how you can. Again. It's just like we can say how you can use the true stick. And sometimes it's funny that some of them, not only Koreans, some foreigners, even Chinese and Japanese, they go to Indian restaurant and they are trying to eat naan by chopsticks. I'm like, I cannot train you guys. Like, so breaking the naan with chopsticks, and then you put have this spoon and put the curry in that, and we enjoy Indian food. Are you really enjoying? No. If you want to go to that restaurant, just put yourself in that culture. Not I'm saying the restaurant, that culture also you find. If you really want to enjoy Korean food, something like whether meat or veg or non-veg, you have to learn chopsticks. Like I also struggle sometimes, but once I put it, I don't give up. I'm waiting for till my food, because once I put on the table, again picking up, if there is a mistake, some Koreans. So you find, so kind of like global citizens, it's not only the food, the understanding about like that you find that sometimes the feeling, like even some of the very open-minded people will say that yes, we did bad in these countries like colonization or slavery, like and we feel ashamed also sometimes. And even the people, the countries which were colonized or victimized, their people will say, I really appreciate your open heart, and I know that you are not like that, so why to take revenge from you? That's also another idea, like because revenge doesn't help you. That you are not making a global citizen. You are trying to instigate or instill hate against each other. So a kind of like global citizens, you are appreciating the history also. Also, the part is culture that you find it. Next time, please be on time. Not to you, everyone I'm saying. It's really break my momentum, what I'm speaking. So, coming back to the, like, for example, marriage ceremony. Many foreigners don't understand Indian marriage ceremony. Earlier it used to be 7 days. Nowadays 2 or now one day also. Korean marriage, how long? Huh? 1 hour. 1 hour. I have seen in one wedding 4 marriages. Like yes, finish because so that's like but there are other Korean marriage also very expensive.
Yes.
Indian marriage is also expensive. European marriage much more cheap. You do marriage, you go to city hall, like and then sign it, and then your close friends like 5, 10, 50, 20 people, you invite and have lunch or dinner. Finish. The Korean marriage and Indian marriage, you are enjoying just by killing yourself, taking bank loan. Your happiness is out. The people, why people are marrying, I don't know. Like, it's like okay. As such, to explore the reflect Asian dynamics as a way of culture and casting Asian potential to enhance the understanding of who we are, what we have, and what we can do in the betterment of Asian community. That you find it. In order to develop yourself, when you are in the well, no, I think you know this story. The frog in the well. It thinks that this is the well, and when you come out, then you find that the sea is much bigger. So when you are in your own culture, you find that I am the best. When you come out, you find there are other cultures also, which are very good. For example, the South Indians will think like that, we are much better, we are developed. North Indians, like you find that if you see like remove Delhi, I'm saying, but you find it is still very developing. South India, IT and all the companies are there, that you will find good institutions are there, that you find. But there are many other things that you will find it. Like sometimes in the northeast part of India, how you look like. Unfortunately, some of the Indians, we have this people also. Do you look like Indian or not? Unfortunately, we do racism in our own community. That we will find it. Sometimes even in outside, okay, you brown people, you are dirty, or you black people, you are dirty. Because why you are dirty? Because we heard that how you get your skin tan, you work in your farm field, and that's why you got tan. And who works in farm field? Who are poor or who were slaves. So that's right. So a bad idea is there, but not really. But if someone has the knowledge of geography, you can also say that is because of Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. It is not because of this. That's where you find it. So we have a stereotype. We have prejudice against each other. We have like, why you do like this? Why you do like this? Like fine. That is a bad culture. Who has given you the right to say that is bad culture, that is good culture? Because the culture is always a evolving process. Today, no one is wearing his own country's, his or her own country's traditional cloth. Neither Korean or not Indian, that you will find, including me, because their dress is hanbok and our dress is sari or whatever. We are not doing. So we have evolved over a period of time. We are not, and we are much more flexible. I was like, no, we wear that. No, wait. That. So who we are, what we are. At the end of the day, when you meet some people in a foreign country, like you find, oh, he's a nice man or he's a nice girl. Sometimes you find that there are some bad people. In my country, there are some good people also. The same goes with other countries, including your country. And you find, oh, he's just like or she is just like things like my country, like a very nice person. That you find it. For example, I always say my Korean professor is just like my father. That the way he helped me, I couldn't get in my life. But like, what is the relation? Korea and India, 7-hour flight, no food. He loves meat, and I don't love meat. And in spite of differences, we appreciate each other. Our idea is that he makes fun of, oh, kimchi. So, but we are not like hurting each other. Like we are just making fun. Like, and then that's the kind of appreciation who we are. So even though, and when we help each other, it's not only my example. There are other examples, or you find that just a human being that you find. Sometimes your staff, that security guard that you find, he's also a human being. Sometimes people say, oh no, he's a security guard, but other times he's also a human being. That you find. So who we are, if we don't know how to learn, how to respect each other, then there is no meaning of education. Education is the openness of mind, not like the hierarchy. For the hierarchy and making money, you don't need education. You can make money without education. So that's the idea of like where what we will do in this class, who we are, what we are, and how our mind has developed. Globalization and migration across international and national borders are making the world smarter, isn't it? Our relation with Korea, 1970, started diplomatically, and what we are today, just in 30 years, 30, 40 years, we are. Korea was very far. Okay, we are not. I'm not going in that history of Kim Il-sung and Hwang Ho or Tagore or Buddha, but in the modern terms, I'm saying very far. Now Korea is very easy. That you find. If you have flight, you can just take flight and go. Korea 6 hours. For when I'm visiting Korea, Raos in 진짜 힘들어요. 힘들지 않은데 저는 타고 아침에 finish. But like that's for example, how you think Russia, Vladivostok and Moscow. India, when we say Russia, India and Korea, some people ask, Taj Mahal is very far. 3 hours or 4 hours by bus or car. For Koreans it's very far because it's close to Busan.
Yeah.
And for Indians, it's Kakao, just Sesigan Pan, like I'm 3.5 hours. And for Indians, like if you go from Moscow to St. Petersburg, it takes like 8 to 9 hours by train. And we say it's very far. And Koreans, I don't know. But for Russians, it's very close. What is the meaning of far? Vladivostok. That's Moscow and Vladivostok. Vladivostok is Korean side, and Moscow is Europe side. So that you'll find at a distance. Now, globalization, it's not only the internal part, I mean at the outside you see. Traveling any country is very easy. Studying in any country is very easy. Some people get a scholarship, some people they use their money. And then there is no barrier at the moment. Before 1990s, it was very difficult. World War period was there. Finance, many countries were not developed. Opportunities were very less. A kind of prejudice and stereotypes still there in the society. Were there. So then it's not only about the study, migration. We are working there. Many people are, many foreigners are also working. Take for example, I replied many times. I reply to my friends here in India and other countries. How about the foreign universities? Do they hire Indian professors or foreign professors? And why don't they hire? I asked the counter question. How many Indian universities hire foreign professors? You just want job in foreign country, but you don't want to give job to foreigners. It's not. It can be both ways. Then people say, no, we don't have jobs a lot, we have unemployment. These days unemployment around the world. Why we should give job? So then later you come to the compromise, whoever delivers, whoever performs, we will give the job. That you find. So a kind of hate like he is stealing my job or she is stealing my job. We have to come out of that. These days protectionism is happening around the world. No, you cannot work with that. Who cares? Till the time someone is delivering. Like you find. Migration happens. It's not only job and migration help many countries. Isn't it? What? We also migrate a lot. Arab countries. India gets the highest remittance, $70 billion per year. More than manufacturing that you imagine. $70 billion, it's huge money. Koreans also used to do in 1920, 1910 or 1920, Koreans were migrated to America and they were working in sugar factory. Because it's a very hard job. Many Americans didn't want to work. And Korea was colonized and some Koreans wanted to escape, to make money and also to have good life. Over the period of time, they became the third, fourth, fifth generation in Korea in the modern term. Right, you find. Migration also helped the economy as well as to, and now they also became the Koreatown also. Indians also, in the early days, driver and their children, now some of them are member of parliament also. That you find. Louisiana governor in US, Bobby Jindal is an Indian guy of Indian origin. And sometimes we also have the idea of migration and who we are. We take very pride, like an Indian American has won Miss World or this Olympic. At that time, we don't care she is Indian or she is American in real terms. We consider that she is our race or our origin, and Americans think that she is our citizen. That also you find. 3 decades ago, it was difficult for Asian countries to interact owing to political ideological reasons. However, globalization market economy have to pave the way for closer interaction, isn't it? Many companies, it's no more that country is a company. Samsung, it's a Korean company, but it's much more like a multinational company. MNC, like we said, Coca-Cola. And 2000, FIFA World Cup, 2010, South Africa, FIFA World Cup. And the song was, if you just go to YouTube, you will find it, a very popular song. I mentioned in the tour course in second year, if you remember. No, that's another song.
Weaving flag.
Okay. I don't know about that. Maybe we can check it. That song is coming from Senegal. Coca-Cola gave millions of dollars to buy that song, and they popularized around the world. Who cares Senegal? Very poor African country, but you are singing the song of Senegal around the world. And they paid millions of dollars, and Coca-Cola made this song in different languages, not only in English, but in different languages that you find. So any culture that you find it, or even FIFA World Cup, where you don't know what is the contribution of India in FIFA World Cup. Okay, we are very bad in soccer. We know, like we are best from the back side. Maybe our rank improves from 130 to 129. It becomes a big news in India. Like, but you find it in FIFA World Cup 2010. Tech Mahindra was the official sponsor of IT. Sometimes through the companies, people are. And many people, when I was in Korea, which country? It's an Indian company. Tech Mahindra, have you heard? Yes, before it was Satya. So, even for example, Koreans don't play cricket. And LG is the official sponsor of cricket. Because Koreans LG realized that if you want to win the Indian market, firstly you win the cricket. That we find. Even if you don't play cricket, it doesn't matter. Because cricket is just like another religion in India. People, when you go on the street, always in our time nowadays, how it हम लोग के समय तेंदुलकर था, in our time तेंदुलकर है कि नहीं? So we this way how we खेल रहा है, okay. The moment Tendulkar is out, close it. Like so, LG realized it and then became the official sponsor. Market economy, providing jobs. That you find it. Some countries have evolved, some countries will take time. For example, in Korean companies, many times you will find a Webuksram. But in American company, they will not call you Webuksram. So suppose Shivapriya. Shivapriya is a new employee in my company, and next is Satyam. Satyam is working for 1 year, and I have to train like Shivapriya, like, but I don't have time. Like I hired you, but it's not my duty to train. But you have to ask. So I will ask like, if you ask how I will get the training, I need to know something about that company. And then I can say go to that person. Second time, if you don't know where is that person, you go, okay, that brown shirt. Okay? If not, then finally I will say Satyam. But I will not say Vegu. In IBM company, my brother is working. They will not say Vegu foreigner. It's very different because IBM, more than 30% of the employees are Indians. That's when you find more than 100,000 after even reducing some of the workforce. So the idea of the workforce like it's like any foreigner can become. For example, another example you can say, so it is much more global. It is not you are an American, you are an Indian, you are a Korean, Russian. It is our company. That's the end. And when it comes to our company, people forget your ethnicity, your nationality. That we find. How to contribute, that is important. Google, we take pride. The CEO is an Indian American. But like for Google, it's like who cares? Indian American or Korean American or Russian American. Till that, if you deliver everyone is welcome. That is. Can Korean companies accept a foreign CEO of any company? Can an Indian company accept someday, tomorrow, if like, it's not easy. Easy to say. We are also very nationalist. The whole Asian countries are very nationalist. And the Western countries, they are how to dominate the market. Okay. Wherever the best brain, best talent, take it. We don't care. Take for example China. China wants to become a superpower. Is it easy? Because you have to become Han, and you cannot become Han, at least in this life. you find it. So Russia, that when they are challenging America, there's a lot of dark sides of America, but the good side, they are much more open. Anyone can come and contribute and work on equal terms. China and Russia, big problem. But there are other countries also. These interactions has helped us to broaden our mind through education and information about other countries, which is in turn has helped us to break our prejudices and stereotypes. Isn't it? That we had the stereotype. I give you an example. One of my French friends, when I was a student at Hanyang University, and his roommate was an Indian, and he told me that, Rahul, that person eats by hand and cook curry is too strong smell and all these things. I was just listening. Yeah, it is unhygienic. Yeah, you are true. Right. And then one day we had like, okay, I'm vegetarian, but like I was watching fried chicken, and the common sauce. And I was watching and everyone is dipping in that sauce and eating. I said, which is unhygienic? You are eating each other's saliva. Are we unhygienic or you are unhygienic? Oh, Rahul, you took it personally. No, I am not personal. I just prove it scientifically. I'm not that person. I'm not dominating that person before eating food and after eating food. It was washing his hands. But you are eating each other's saliva. How can you prove that you don't have diabetes? And how can you prove that you don't have tuberculosis? You can, and I'm taking. Tomorrow, if I die, then you are to regret. I said, no. In European cultures together. Yeah. You forgot the culture part. We understand. So that's about the course. You must understand every society has the culture. China has a very nice culture. Like if you sometimes you will enjoy it, sometimes you will struggle it. And Chinese people, when they offer beer, not one time, 3 times, and you have to finish it. And it goes on. One time I was in track because my friend's brother-in-law and sister's husband, he is somewhere mayor, and all the students and professors were there. And I said, okay, 3 times, very good. Then the other person is coming. So I finish 3 rounds and then go to the washroom, vomit it, and then come back. Because my Chinese friend said, Rahul, it will you must drink it, otherwise they feel bad. Very unique culture. Okay, I'm not going to complain, but it's their parcel of life. Then prejudices and stereotypes. We have the stereotypes, isn't it? Today, one Russian coach, it was in the news, they made a fun like this, what you said, for Koreans like this. That's a racist thing, isn't it? That they have small eyes. Sometimes, even many of my friends, like from foreign countries, can they see properly? Because they have small eyes. Isn't it a racist term? But sometimes, from the Korean side also, oh, you smell, you are brown. Really? Come, I'm not a bad guy. But like the kind of like the stereotypes there, from the color part, from the your physical features, we are like that. We make friendship according to our country's development standards. That you are from America, I would love to make friends because you are what's it? I'm forgetting that English word. You are just a passport to how to enter in America. If I have a friendship, but if you are from Sri Lanka, what I will get from you, except candy beach. So that's like I can do anything. So that's the kind of unfortunate we have this, the kind of like stereotype, racism, and even religious that you will find it. Oh, how many times you worship? It's just like how many times you worship. We can also ask questions. And people, we ask questions about someone's religion also. That instead of like, sometimes we fought in the terms of religion. My religion is the best. The moment we say my religion is the best, that means my culture is best. At least the moment my culture is best, there is a question mark on your education. How you can say the best? There are other things like it. If you say this is the only way, that's a problem. If you say this is another way, that's a problem. You cannot say this is the only way to reach God in religion. If you say this is, there is another several ways to reach God, fine. If you say this is the only culture which is very high developed, that's a problem. Sometimes in a funny way, when North Korean sports person win medals in Asian Games or Olympics, and one North Korean player, she said, mentioned, like, because I ate a lot of kimchi, and there was a news for 7 days. She won because of kimchi. Now everyone is, and if you don't win kimchi, win medal, then problem with kimchi. So sometimes we lost our brain also in order to promote our own ideas and cultures. That point. Okay, move. Objective of the course: to build a multi-cultural community network of various scholars who are working or interested in the field of building Asian community. You find that I deliver lecture, I move from different countries to different countries, not only Korea, I was in Singapore also recently. So, this is Kazakhstan also. So, promoting like about the Indian's idea. Through this course, I will invite professors from different countries also, not only from Korea, probably maybe more, but like from other countries also. And to understand a face-to-face interaction. One idea I give you, like, for example, I studied and researched about North Korea. But I also had always a desire to see that country on which I have given my life, researched. That's why I went to North Korea. Like, oh, this is North Korea. Now I can say that, okay, I really did research on North Korea. So the idea of like sometimes it's better to know from that person directly instead of looking through fire that you find it. So, aren't we the multicultural? India is already a multicultural country, but many countries are growing multicultural. Then you find it, and you cannot escape from multicultural. If you become too much protectionist, if you are too much possessive about your culture, if you are too much proud about your culture or country, how you will do business? Airtel, we use, and Airtel, most of the profit comes from Africa and Sri Lanka. They are not making money from India. India is a very competitive market. Korea has the best internet in the world, but India has the cheapest internet in the world. That you find it. I tell to my friends recently, like, in 200 rupees, you will get 200 rupees, how much dollar? $3, probably, 70 rupees. In $3, 2 GB per day. Really? 60 GB?
Or 30 GB.
Oh. And then, how it can be possible? Some people are, can you watch movies on the, like, every day people watch movies on the So you find, so I mean, like, coming back to the point, like the companies, how you will work the business, how will you run the business. LG, the second largest revenue of LG is coming from India. Hyundai, manufacturing cars in India and it is exporting to 80 other countries. Like you find it. So so many find, and then even like for example American F-16 fighter plane, not even, or forget fighter plane, even iPhone. It is not built in America, but it is not 100% built in China also. The screen part is coming from Sony, Japan. So many other countries are coming. The Qualcomm, the chip from Taiwan. The world provides a knowledge platform where scholars would exchange the ideas of their own expertise in relation to integration of Asia. So last year I invited from Kazakhstan, from Japan, from Korea, from Thailand. Probably this year I have to send the invitation once I get the funding, and let's see how many people accept it. And you will have a direct interaction with those professors. You will have a lot of information, and they will share their ideas and views, their expertise, their area of knowledge. All these things they will share with you. In order to fulfill its goals, the course will invite diplomats. I invited Korean ambassador last year, if you remember.
Yes.
I still haven't sent, like, let's see, leading experts, scholars. I also invited the director of CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. That's a very top organization which gives suggestions to the Indian government, and from both as well as abroad. This would help the students to understand diverse views of the Asian community beyond their nationalities, and also enable them to explore the communities in the Asian community, which should become the guideline for future integration of Asia. That's a very difficult part. Even if I say future integration of Asia, even Europe is struggling. Forget integration, at least understand each other. That is the most important thing. Remove our stereotypes, remove our prejudice, and learn the art how to appreciate instead of learn the art how to criticize. It's very easy to criticize but difficult to admire. So unfortunately, we human beings love the second part, criticizing, but like the admiration, very difficult. That's so different communities, different cultures, we must learn it. Next. Recognition of diversity is only possible through mutual understanding and reciprocal acceptance of other cultures. In India, for example, Durga Puja is almost every state celebrates, but Bengal is very popular. And in Maharashtra, it's Ganesh Puja. Or in Bihar, it's a church. And what to say? Onam in Kerala.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Pongal in Tamil Nadu.
Pongal in Tamil Nadu. Baisakhi in Punjab. Different cultures.
Bihu in Assam.
Bihu in Assam. That you find. And then you learn different cultures. That you find it. And sometimes you learn the funny part of the languages also. That about each other countries. We, the human being, unfortunately, we learn all the bad words of each language. And learn the good part where it takes time. Like I know these things. Like I also passed through that phase. So don't worry about that. That some of you may know the bad words in Korean, but if I ask you something like make this sentence, those things that you find. But anyway, that's also part and parcel of learning. Recognition of diversity that you find. Isn't it a good thing? I learned a lot and I changed myself. Punctuality in Korea. Isn't it a very good thing? Isn't it a very good thing to be disciplined? That's the good side of the culture. And isn't it a good thing for Koreans to learn also how India is so much diverse and is still working very nicely? In Korea, that you find Hamminjo. Actually, it's not. That's a very. If you go through the history, you have the Jurchens, Manjus, Khitans, Han, so much people like, and in the picture that is even Japanese. That how is Hamminjo. But we are not going the history part. That you find even nowadays Vietnamese. That you find. Someday, like right now, it's a 1% of the Korean population, 1.5% of the Korean population. Tomorrow, it will be much more global because the Korean population is declining, and the other migrants are coming. Recently, for example, in Korea, the leader of the opposition party, he said foreigners should come get less salary than Koreans, and there was so much hue and cry. Some foreigners I know that from many countries, the Busan Kinhae line, the airport line. In 2008, I know the workers from which country. They work very hard. Koreans, they paid money, but the manpower, it was mostly foreigners. So how you can say that that only you are making? And even in India, we are doing the same thing. Like sometimes you will find Bangladeshis are working, sometimes Nepalese are working. That you find. Through this program, students will be able to understand possibility about the current situation community beyond each country, and their specific peculiarities. In addition, it will be possible to find common and different cultural aspects. What are the unique part? What are the different part? Like foreigners when they come to India, what I should enjoy? Which part I should go? In Korea or in Russia? Like whenever I hear that someone is going to Russia, I said, don't miss white night in Russia. That's one of the best part. I said, because when I was landing, I found that at 11 p.m. it's still sunlight. And I said like, what is that? First time? Yes, sir. Okay. You will learn later. So a unique part for me, the first time experience, like white night, there is no sun and there is no sunset. And you find it. And in addition, find, and what are the common points and different points? I wrote an article in Chosun Ilbo, Pitru Paksh and Chuseok. Chuseok, what you do? Chesa, worshipping your ancestors. In Pitru Paksh or Pindagan, you also worship your ancestors. The common point, young generation Koreans, they don't care about Chuseok. They escape to Philippines because they don't want to listen chansori from their parents when you will get married. Isn't it? Every day, every year you listen in the Incheon airport news, it will come. And young generation even in India, Pitaji to chale gaya phone. Father is gone. That's we have the common culture and we have the common traits how to lose our culture. That you find. Next. Course structure. In total, there will be 16 lectures to be delivered by scholars from around the world. This is my first lecture, introduction. I will deliver one more lecture, but the rest will be delivered by other people. Okay. So you will have lecturers from India as well as abroad, as I mentioned. The invited lecturers will prepare articles, content of the lecture in English. So don't worry, like I will request even the other professor, if they speak in their native language, at least they give in English, and if possible, at least speak in English, even if the speed is very slow. So to understand, for better understanding, the course is for all undergraduate students of the Department of Korean Studies, but students from masters also can join. But the focus is mostly undergrad. Okay, there is no, I cannot shut the door of knowledge. Okay, next. Awards and scholarships. Yes, this is many students are coming on for this part also. Sincere regular students, there will be exam also for this course at the end of this lecture. And exam as well as you have to submit your term paper. Much more strict this time when I went to Korea. It's not so easy. So you have to submit your papers, and I will after the 8th or 9th of lecture, then I will remind you that when you have to deliver your submit your paper. Okay. Any question? Feel free to ask. This is I personally believe this is a wonderful course. Last year some of you have joined. And you will have your own time to interact with these people. I am not going to interfere. Even when ambassador came, a Korean ambassador came, I didn't talk. You have the chance to talk, question. Not only American ambassador, I am trying to contact other ambassadors. Let's see if the schedule permits. We will have different ambassadors, scholars, professors from around the world as well as India. Thank you. Any question, feel free to ask.